Ladies and gentlemen, in just about 24 hours from now, we'll start the real results on 8th of February. But the exit polls yesterday gave a clear edge to the BJP, making it the sweep for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Their vanvas ending after 27 years. There were few which were left. Now CNX has put out their exit poll numbers as well. And the CNX exit poll number gave a huge, resounding victory to the Bharatiya Janata Party with 49 to 61 seats going to the BJP, 0 to 1 for the Congress Party. Aam Aadmi Party, which was the dominant party for the last 10-11 years, has been relegated to 10 to 19 seats. That's one of the exit poll which has come out. Now, today's Chanakya, Axis and C voter are yet to be out, but this is another poll which is giving a one-way ticket to the Bharatiya Janata Party. The voters have spoken resoundingly in favor of the BJP as far as this poll is concerned. 49 to 61 is what this poll seems to be suggesting. Remember, we've always been saying Delhi is usually in the city of hearts, and wherever the Dilliwalas give their heart to, it's a bumper reign of political victory. And it seems that this time, as per the CNX poll, this is going towards the Bharatiya Janata Party. Let me once again remind you, NDTV does not conduct any exit poll exercise. We only put out the numbers as far as other agencies are concerned, and then we give you a poll of polls of what the mean of these agencies is saying. So now adding one more, CNX is giving 49 to 61 as far as the BJP is concerned. Now this has come as a great and happy news for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Just listen into some reactions of the BJP state chief and also Sandeep Dikshit of the Congress Party. Listen in.
We are being joined by Delhi BJP President Mr. Virendra Sachdeva. Let's go straight to him. Sir, जब से एग्जिट पोल के प्रेडिक्शंस आए हैं, तब से आम आदमी पार्टी का कहना है कि जो एग्जिट पोल्स हैं, उन्होंने हिस्टोरिकली अगर देखा जाए तो आम आदमी पार्टी को काफ़ी ज़्यादा अंडर एस्टिमेट किया है. क्या कुछ कहेंगे इसके ऊपर आप?
अब एक राजनीतिक दल अगर अपनी क्षमताओं को अंडर एस्टिमेट करने के लिए कह रहा है तो मैं उस पर टिप्पणी नहीं करूँगा. एग्जिट पोल का हम सम्मान करते हैं, वो चाहे पक्ष में हो विपक्ष में हो, हम इसको बहुत समानता के साथ देखते हैं. अंततः परिणाम क्या है वो मैटर करता है. और दिल्ली की जनता का जो मूड हमने सड़कों पर देखा है वो ये बता रहा था कि दिल्ली में परिवर्तन होना है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बननी है.
सर, जब से एग्जिट पोल के रिजल्ट्स आए हैं, क्योंकि ज़्यादातर रिजल्ट्स ने बीजेपी को जीतता हुआ दिखाया, हम देख रहे हैं फीडबैक मीटिंग भी आज रखी गई थी, सारे सांसद सारे विधायक यहाँ पर इकट्ठे हुए थे. क्या कुछ कहेंगे उस मीटिंग में क्या हुआ है?
नहीं, हमने हर अपने जो 70 हमारे विधानसभा प्रत्याशी थे उन सबको बुलाया था, उनका फीडबैक लिया, जनता के अनुभव क्या थे, वो जनता के बीच में हमसे ज़्यादा घूम रहे थे, तो सब ने अपने खट्टे मीठे अनुभव बताए हैं. और उस अनुभव के आधार पर भी मैं कह सकता हूँ कि दिल्ली में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में डबल इंजन की सरकार बनने जा रही है.
Seeing that the exit polls prediction that came in yesterday, it has indicated that the BJP is making a comeback in Delhi after 27 years. What do you have to say about that?
I don't know, but there's a lot of statements that say that exit polls are not always correct. So I'm not there to make much of this. Maybe it's underestimating AAP's presence, maybe it's not. So I would not say, all I would say is that I won't be surprised at all going by how I saw elections in the past 1 or 2 months if AAP gets defeated. There is a lot of feeling that the AAP government is not performed, and the personal popularity of Kejriwal, who is co-terminus with Aam Aadmi, is not certainly what it used to be even 2-3 years ago. I would not be surprised, but let's see. Apparently there are some other exit polls coming this evening. Let's wait for them. But really it is another couple of days when we'll come to know. I won't be certainly surprised if Aam Aadmi loses.
So Sandeep Dikshit won't be surprised if Aam Aadmi Party loses this election. This is being touted as one of the toughest elections for Arvind Kejriwal. But the overall voter data so far is about 60%, which is less than what happened last time as well. We'll also have to see how that impacts this entire election. But let me very quickly go across to my guest. We have Sajjan Kumar, political analyst, who is joining us at this moment. Sajjan Kumar, the direction as far as these exit polls are concerned are in one way towards the Bharatiya Janata Party largely. Is that the sense that you also picked up when when the elections were on? And what do you make of the polling percentage of 60%, which is less than what happened last time?
Yeah, I mean, okay, first, I mean, certainly we did not find kind of a clear victory for the BJP. Certainly there was a downward momentum for the Aam Aadmi Party and upward for the BJP. But still we saw, I mean, our study concluded a week before the polling day. So we saw that still despite the downward trend, Aam Aadmi Party, because of the class angle, was perceived to be ahead. So that was our perception, but it seems, going by the numbers, if it turns out to be true, and it's a big if, I mean, BJP not only succeeded in consolidating the middle class, but it seems that they also had attraction finally among the poor class, lower middle class, and therefore the 27-year jinx seems to, if it turns out to be true. But we did not find that. Second, I mean, to the question, I mean, what does it mean? It simply shows that, yes, there was anti-incumbency. The question was, I mean, you had to test whether the anti-incumbency, does it mean that anti-vote against the incumbent, or does it just mean that you are not very happy, but still you are not ready to abandon? You know, so it seems that if you go by most of the exit polls, I mean, they are indicating perhaps kind of BJP succeeded in kind of translating the anti-incumbency into, you know, anti-AAP vote, even among the core constituency of the Aam Aadmi Party. It also indicates, because we thought that the Congress, based on our observation, bearing few constituency, was not into a position to be considered as a serious contender, but it seems that perhaps Congress also performed, you know, relatively better, and thereby giving some support to the BJP. So all these factors is with big caveat that provided it. But in our ground scenario, Ankit, frankly speaking, we thought, and I'm having a hunch that perhaps we should wait for the 8th, because we found that yes, there was anti-incumbency, but among the poor segment, anti-incumbency was not something so intense that it was anti-Aam Aadmi Party vote. Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Anil Gupta is the spokesperson of the BJP. He is also with us at this moment. Gupta Saab, let me try and understand this from you. Of course, the BJP would be rubbing their hands in glee with looking at these exit poll numbers, but often we have seen that the exit polls should be taken with a pinch of salt. What is the BJP's assessment as far as these elections are concerned? Because one exit poll at this moment, the new one which has come, the CNX, which is giving you about 49 to 61 seats, it's complete role reversal, you know, from what the result was in 2020.
Yeah, good evening to you and all the viewers. See, in the last Lok Sabha election, which was held in the May 2024, we used to say that that is semi-final, and then the final is the assembly election. If you remember, in the Lok Sabha election, we won roughly 56% of the total votes, and we won in 52 assembly seats as per the Lok Sabha election, and we were neck to neck in 3. That day, we decided to have 55 plus target in the assembly election, and we worked very hard on that. It is not a miracle. It is the hard work of our Panna Pramukh, our booth Karyakarta, and the corruption, the regular corruption scandals of the Aam Aadmi Party has added to our advantage. You know, Kejriwal Saab, last 11 years, as the chief minister from 2013 to 2024, he just used to blame. He was not interested in the development of the Delhi, but he used to blame. And no doubt, there is a visionary leadership of Modi ji, wherein the Modi ji ki guarantee has worked everywhere in the country, and that has worked in Delhi also, you know. And the Aam Aadmi Party has given the false claims, has given the false promises. In the Punjab, they promised to give 1,000.
Okay, there is a big poll which has just come in. Mihir Mishra is also joining us at this moment. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Access My India has also put out their numbers at this moment. It is giving a resounding victory, 50 seats to the Bharatiya Janata Party in their polls. CNX, Access, 2 polls which have come out, both giving over 50. BJP 50 seats, Aam Aadmi Party 20 is what Access is saying. The only constant in these polls is the Congress Party, which still staggers at 0. But I was just looking at the Twitter handle of Access My India, and I'm looking at the vote share. There seems to be a slight increase as far as the Congress's vote share is concerned, and a significant increase in the vote share. All right, so range that the Axis My India has given for the BJP is 45 to 55 with a 48% vote share, a jump of almost 10% from 2020. For the Aam Aadmi Party, 15 to 25 with a vote share of 42%, which is almost 11% down from 2020. Congress 0 to 1 and vote share about 7%, which is increase of about 3% for the Congress party. But it seems that it's not that the very easy calculation Mihir Mishra, at least people were making. If Congress gains about 10-15% vote, that will result in the victory of the BJP. Here it seems that the BJP is directly and proportionately taking the largest chunk of the anti-incumbency vote. I mean, they are gaining about 10% and Aam Aadmi Party is losing 11 as per Axis My India.
Yeah, Ankit, actually, since yesterday, I have seen at least, this is the 12th one. I mean, Axis My India, if we include that also. And last time, during, Lok Sabha election, we also saw what Axis My India said and what Mr. Gupta had to say that time. We all know that. So as far as Delhi is concerned, exit polls never worked here. Even I can tell you way back in 2015, 2020. So on what basis this, a lot of agencies who are actually producing their own kind of verdict, so-called, exit polls. So there is huge gap. I don't see any reality. Actually, DD is not far. On 8th of February, Delhi is going to count its vote. So I just wonder, and I want to remind BJP spokesperson, he was saying that Modi guarantee. Actually, Delhi always believed in, since last 13 years, all the Delhiites, all the voters believed in Kejriwal's guarantee, not Modi's guarantee.
If these right now, the point of discussion are the exit polls. If these exit polls hold true, then Mr. Kejriwal's guarantee this time have no weight as far as the voters are concerned, sir. Matlab, anti-incumbency is finally catching up with Mr. Arvind Kejriwal as well, who seemed dominant and invincible in Delhi.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Ankit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. What happened in 2015, then 2020. So you cannot predict.
Let me tell you what happened. I mean, this is a fallacy of the argument that you are putting here, that the exit polls were off mark. Exit polls were off mark.
Never worked in Delhi.
Hold on,
in fact,
hold
never
on.
worked in Delhi.
The
election is always different.
Let me complete. Mishraji, let me complete. Then you come in. The exit polls did not give the extent of the of the seats that the Aam Aadmi Party was winning. But most exit poll, the mean of the exit poll were putting the Aam Aadmi Party over the majority mark. Last time the exit polls put Aam Aadmi Party, the mean of that was about 49 seats. Before that it was 57 seats. Aam Aadmi Party won 67 and 62. But this time the exit poll, their mean is also not putting Aam Aadmi Party over 36, sir. That's the problem.
See, yesterday also we had seen at least 10 exit polls. At least 10. Okay, then some Martinez, then a few firms. They all were paid on different lines. But there is huge gap, Ankit. Actually, that is what I want to make clear.
Okay.
How can you differentiate when poll percentage is only 60? Delhi just voted almost 60%. 60.4 to something like that. That is the final poll percentage as per ECI.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means people voted just below what voted in way back in 2020. So I don't see there is some urge of change or you people want to change.
That could be your understanding. That could be your understanding of the data. But Sajjan Kumar, you would also know that there is no science that tells you decrease or increase in the voter, tells you whether there is a yearning of the change or not. In Delhi, 2 times when the voting percentage has decreased, once the incumbent has come back to power, once the incumbent has been voted out of the power. So there is no science to it where if the voting percentage decreases, that means the incumbent is safe, isn't it?
Precisely, these are all anachronistic, outdated theories in electoral analysis that more voter turnout means change and less voter turnout means pro-incumbency. I mean, these, kind of a hypothesis doesn't hold true because we have seen there have been high turnout and incumbent, recent elections have been pro-incumbency. and that is why we cannot base it on it. Just means, I mean, because we also found that, I mean, maybe in the last 1 week, BJP really caught up, and we had the feeling that BJP guys were very confident, and because of their organizational strength, that they encashed upon the anti-incumbency even among the core constituency. It just means that, you know, BJP finally has the capability, you know, to kind of go for the granular outreach wherein they can encash upon the people's sentiment when
Okay.
it is anti-incumbency, and they can retain a state like, say, for example, Haryana, even if there is an anti-incumbency against them. So
Okay.
that way it just means, but turnout theory doesn't hold true. It is just about something about a coincidence.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Dr. Anil Gupta, but do you also realize, sir, that exit polls, we saw what most of the exit polls are predicting as far as the Lok Sabha election is concerned, over 300, 400 for the Bharatiya Janata Party. The BJP ended up with 240. Is it too early? Would it be too early for the BJP at this moment to sit confident and say that the election is won and we are going to be, in fact, forming the government on 8th?
We are confident, not today. We were confident right from the Lok Sabha election. I'm talking of you, Delhi. As I mentioned earlier, you know, in the Lok Sabha election, we were on edge on 55 seats. Right from same day, we started working. I mean, please don't ignore the hard work of the workers.
Not at all. I don't think that that can be done. But just one line, sir, one line in between. But this is the same Lok Sabha result that we saw. In fact, even bigger Lok Sabha result with 57% vote coming to the Bharatiya Janata Party in 2014 Lok Sabha. Then what happened in 2015, sir? In 19 also BJP won all the seats in Delhi. Then of course they lost the seats as far as Vidhan Sabha is concerned.
See, everybody has to learn from the mistakes. So we were aware of our past. This time, something favors us. The favors of the corruption done by the Kejriwal Saab and his government. You know, the citizens of Delhi are fed up with the false promises. The citizens of Delhi are fed up that their chief minister is Tihadi. I mean, he ruled the Delhi from Tihad. It is not acceptable to any citizen. It is the first time in the history. People are fed up. I mean, how can you blame the Haryana for the poisoning of Yamuna? I mean, that is a turning point. And most of the people,
Sir, I would urge you to use, not to use such words, because the case is still sub judice. We don't know whether Mr. Kejriwal is guilty or not. There have been many political leaders in the Bharatiya Janata Party who have had to go to jail, and they possibly may have been acquitted later. So let's not get into all those, words. But the fact, I agree with one thing, that there has been personal capital of Mr. Kejriwal has been in question. At least the BJP was raising that question. And Mr. Mishra, is that what makes a perfect storm against the Aam Aadmi Party? Anti-incumbency of 10 years, policy paralysis. Well, Mr. Kejriwal, his top leaders were inside the prison facing allegations. The Sheesh Mahal corruption allegations. Has all that made a perfect storm? Sir, hold on. Let me complete my question. Don't be in such a hurry. I will give you time to respond. So, has that made a perfect storm against Mr. Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party?
No, that is not the case. That's not actually anti-incumbency used to be a factor way back in in several states. We saw the results. In Madhya Pradesh, you can see if anti-incumbency is any such factor, why didn't that work there? Even in case of Haryana, in BJP, in Delhi, what Aam Aadmi Party is saying, कि we have काम की राजनीति, and so they have all the showcase their government schools, Delhi's government schools, then free water and free electricity, and they announced different scheme for women. So actually, what happened, because who was the agenda setter? It was Aam Aadmi Party. BJP was also in hurry. Congress was also in hurry. BJP also announced 2,500 Samman Rashi for women. Then Congress also came out with Ladli Didi Yojana. So actually, this was the unique election in so many, because all election was pro or anti Kejriwal. Mr. Kejriwal was the only face in this election. Aam Aadmi Party constantly asked to its rivals, okay, who is your leader actually? What is your vision? But I am sorry to say that because all the Sankalp Patra, BJPs and assurances of the Congress Party, they just just try to copy and paste.
Sir,
Actually, yeah,
but-
that's what I want to say.
Okay, but all that time is over, sir. The voters have spoken. We'll know what the voters actually have spoken on 8th of this month. So it's just 36 hours to go, and we'll start knowing whether what you are saying holds true or the BJP should, in fact, after 27 years, they have an opportunity to make a comeback. But Sajjan Kumar, right in the end, in conclusion, let me ask you this. Where, after looking at the numbers of all these exit polls, where do you stand at this moment? What is the story that Delhi is going to tell on 8th of Feb?
Again, I'll stand by my own ground study. I still think that, AAP had the edge, but I am not ruling out one factor, and the wildcard entry is the amazing organizational strength of the BJP, which can certainly, change the direction.
Okay.
But if you ask my hunch, slight edge to to Aam Aadmi Party because of the class divide.
Class divide gives an edge to the Aam Aadmi Party. Whether these exit polls will hold true or on 8th, there is something else, a different story that will have to be written. Let me tell you, whether these exit polls hold true or not, we do not take any responsibility of these exit polls at NDTV. We have not done any such exercise. These are just numbers people are putting out. And for understanding and for argument's sake, we are putting these numbers out in front of our viewers and only trying to understand whether they tell any story of this election or not. Delhi, ladies and gentlemen, is always fascinating, and it will be interesting to see what direction does Delhi give to itself, like the state, and the message to the larger politics of this country on 8th of February. Thank you so much to gentlemen for joining me at this moment on the broadcast. With that, we are slipping into a very short break. Updates will continue here on NDTV.